Hi everyone, so I've just come to do a quick video with you, just showing you how I put a simple signature together, and then at the end, well towards the end of the video, you can see me adding a couple of little pocket flip outs because I get asked a lot. Not my idea, but I will just show you how I do mine anyway. So here I've just chose the papers that I'm using. I've printed both sides. They're from the old design shop ARTYmaze, TaylorMadeJournals. Who else have I used? I can't remember now. Bohemian Crafting. Anyway, right, so this is me. I'm just folding my papers to roughly the size I want. You can obviously do this to your preferred size. I'm not doing any measurements whatsoever. The only time I use the ruler is to do some tearing. So yeah, just folding these, and obviously you can use whatever papers you have, book pages, magazine pages, you know, junk mail, whatever. So here I'm just deciding like how I'm going to go with this. So I've just got some coffee stained paper here, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do there, and then I decided to use my folded pages as my guide and then just fold that over, and that kind of worked out like pretty neat. But I do tear some of the bits off later on down the line. So I'm just using my tear ruler here, my homemade tear ruler, and I just had to trim a little bit off there because it just kind of missed it. So that's that piece done, and that's kind of basically what I do with the coffee dyed papers, just kind of measuring them up to where I want them. I want this particular page to be the center of my signature, so I kind of tend to leave them a little bit blank at times, not always, but generally I do, because sometimes I don't like adding too much bulk to the center of my signature. That's just my own personal preference. You know, you do you. So here you can see I'm just tearing that off. I don't work in any specific way or order. I just kind of go with the flow when, you know, I'm putting a signature together, and I'm just making, you know, that you can see here the papers are various sizes, and I'm just folding them again to various sizes so that they're not all the same, like all the same width. So that's that little bit done there, and then we start on another one. That's me thinking, right, that's my center. That's going to be like my center, and I'm kind of working my way out. So here I'm just using the already folded pages as my guide, and just folding that. And I had to use my paper trimmer for, not on this one actually, it was the other one. So I was just tearing that so that that's not all the same size. Because like I said, I personally don't like them having them all the same sizes. So I was just deciding how that one was going to go because of the way I'd printed it. And like I see, I'm doing a lot of folding, but some of them folds will come off. I don't keep them all, but I just do that to see how how the papers are like staggering out throughout the journal, or the journal signature I should say. So I felt I needed something else, so I went and got some book pages. This is from an old vintage mathematical book, and I'm just folding that and folding that back, but you will see later I think I did tear some of them little flaps off. But like I say, to start with, I keep things like that, then I look at it, kind of go back and look and change my mind. Sometimes I move papers around. It just depends on like how I feel the journal is going. And again, that I think that's down to your own personal preference. So yep, getting all that in, and then thinking, okay, what we're going to do here. I didn't want them two together. I wanted something else to split that up. So I'm using the coffee dyed lined paper and just measuring that again with the page there. And I used my paper trimmer for this because I thought I'm not going to be able to tear that properly, it will mess up. Or if I use, sometimes, I don't know if you ever do it, when you use your craft knife on it, it just kind of all gathers up, and then it rips it rather than cuts it. So I was like, right, I don't want to waste this since I'm doing a video. If I wasn't doing a video, I would have probably done it and wasted it and then just done it again. But try and be good because of the video. So that's me, got my little signature together. I don't know how many pages are in that. Obviously I will count later. And now I'm just giving it a little wiggle. Actually, that's what I was doing, wasn't it? A little wiggle. So I'm using the brown wax linen thread. It's not very waxy, and you'll see in a second I've got a little thingy of wax, and I kind of wax over the thread. So I'm just kind of measuring 3 times the length, just to make sure we've got plenty to you. You don't want to have it too short. And if you want to keep a little bit to add bead dangles, then it's good to just, you know, oversize it to cut it rather than undersize it. So as you can see there, I was just using my little wax thing to wax it up a little bit more. And then I get a large paper clip and I just find the middle. I don't always do that either. Sometimes I just eyeball it all. But today I decided to be a little bit more organised and just put that in there, because not everybody can just hold a signature and eyeball where all the holes would go. So anyway, with the Tim Holtz ruler there, I'm finding the centre point and I'm marking that, and then I'm marking at 2 inches either side of that centre mark. You can do, this is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but you can do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch if you wish. So we're just going to push a needle through middle, bottom and top. You can use an awl, I just use them, it's simple. I've not cut my finger yet or stuck it into my finger. I had somebody say to me the other year, it's like very dramatic about like, oh my gosh, you used a needle. Yes. Anyway, I find my always a little bit on the thick side anyway. So the holes become too big, and then I feel like the wax linen ends up ripping it. That's just my experience. So I go in through the middle, up to the top or down to the bottom, back through the middle, and up through the other side. I can't remember how I've done that now. And then I go in and loop it underneath, and then there's 2 little knots there. So that's not going anywhere, but always make sure that the back ends, you know, it's all secure and it's not wiggling about. Keep the little pieces, they'll be handy for popping in tags. Right, so now I'm going to come in and show you how I do a couple of little pockets. And it's only because I keep getting asked, so I'm just going to show. So here I've tore out 2 double pages. If your book page is thick, then that's fine, you just need to use the one. These are quite thin, so I'm just going to glue 2 of them together, and just to make it obviously a little bit more sturdy. And we will do the pair of them. I'm just going to swish it down, and then do the same to the other one. So that's both of them done, and now so there's several different ways you can do this. So just deciding where to put this. Sorry, I got interrupted earlier and I can't remember what I've said so far. So I'm just trimming that off while I'm thinking about it, and then just looking to where I'm going to put this. And I'm like, oh, very undecided. So I haven't printed out any of my ephemera yet, so sometimes that helps me along as well. So I'm just folding this little bit down there because I'm going to attach that to that page with that little fold. Now I don't do them all like that, I just do some like that. So this is how I'm doing that one. So looking for somewhere to put the other one, and it's going to be here on the back page. So I'm just folding that over. I did mess this up a little bit, as you'll see in a minute. That's because I was distracted. I need my full concentration these days. It's been bad this last month, but there's just been a lot going on, so I think I'm very distracted. So anyway, just folding that over, putting the little notch in. My circle punch is rubbish, so I just use my bow tab one. You don't have to put a little notch in, I prefer to. Just inking up around the edges. I will decorate these later on, but I was just showing you the simple way of doing this. It is so quick and easy. So I was meant to fold that little bit in, you know, that little side bit. I left it out, but I quickly restored that. So you see there, I got the little flap out, and then I was like, oh dear, oopsie, oopsie. And I was like, oh, bummer, shall I start again? No, just use a bit of a, wet wipe, fold that in, might stick a little bit, but putting the glue there, back around the edges. See, this is what happens when you, pay attention to what you're doing. So anyway, that's that. Look how quick and easy that is to do. I mean, you don't have to use book pages. You can use scrapbooking paper, magazine pages, anything that you've got, right? Use what you have. I'm using what I like and what I have. So then I'm just going through here and thinking, right, too many little flippy bits, gotta go. I don't want that many in there. Fold that. Some of these will become pockets and I won't have anything attached to them. Maybe a little cluster on the side, but nothing that, I might do another flip here and there, but that'll be it. So that's it. That's how quick and easy that is. And then you just decorate it as you please. So thanks for watching.